Okay, for those who have purchased the upgrade version, you will have the Synd Maps editor. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we can use this. Okay, there's some nuances that you need to be aware of, but it's very, very, very simple to use. You can see here I've got a multi-tiered ring here with 5 different rings, and this is, only half of what it can do. You can do up to 10 rings if you want to. So you can do sort of this sort of middle ring here as a tier 1. You could have all these 4 on the outside as tier 2. Then you could have some tier 3 as well. Or you could have some other sort of syndication going on that was linking in or out of any of these different rings. Okay, but let's start with the simple stuff first. And I'm going to click on new, and I'm going to click on open, and I'm going to choose a basic ring with no arrows. Okay, now this is just one that I've created to save me some time. It's just a lot easier to save some time. Okay, I think I might even have one with arrows. Let's see, rings no arrows. Let me just see. Let me try that one. Okay, that's 5 rings with no arrows. Let's just do the one with no arrows. Okay, I did have one, I think probably in another computer downstairs, where I had the arrows already done here, and all I needed to do was from the RSS feed. Okay, so what you can see here is that we can pull in all of the sites that we got. Now what we can do is we can come over here if we want to do the first one, and just simply drag over the website you want to work with. Now we've already got that, so I don't want it there. I've already put it in here, and I keep this as a base for anything I want to start. So for example, if I want to maybe have something that's posted into Twitter, like a link post, for example, in Twitter. Maybe I've got something like a plugin set up on my WordPress site, or I have got settings in my YouTube channel to post to Twitter whenever I do a new video. Then we can make syndication from Twitter to anywhere else. Okay, so what we've got up here is we got the pointer, we got the connector, and we have this thing here called Create Synd Map. Okay, that's all you really need. If you want to take a picture of what's here, like a screenshot, you can export to image. Okay, that's just screenshotting. You can send it to printer if you want as well. Okay, and you can add some text if you want to put some stuff for an image to maybe sell some services on Fiverr.com, for example. That will allow you to do that. And I showed on the webinar the other night, there's a guy doing those 5 rings for $85 per order for doing those 5 rings that I just showed you just a few minutes ago at the start of the video. So if you want to go and make money on Fiverr.com with this, you can. Okay, you can even cut him in half, because he will be making people wait up to maybe 5 or 10 days. I'm not quite sure, but you can do this within, minutes. Really, if you got your accounts created within a couple of hours, if you got somebody helping you for creating those accounts that we cannot automate with the account creator. But this will speed things up, and if you want to go and make money selling it on Conquer.io or on Upwork or on Fiverr.com, you can go and do that. Okay, so this is the base of what I want to work with. So for example, I want to create something like Twitter and syndicate into all these different places here. Now, if it's not going to be available to be able to post from Twitter into one of these sites, for example, the tool will tell us to say that's not possible. Okay, so don't worry if you get something like that pops up. There is just no trigger and action available for maybe Twitter and Narrow, for example. That's fine. Just carry on and go on to the next one. Okay. Now we're down here, of course. Right, so let's click on, next we're going to click on the connector. What I want to do is I want to start connecting Twitter with these. I'm going to click on the connector, and I'm going to go Twitter to no, I'm not going to do WordPress. I'm going to do Twitter to let's see, let's do Twitter to Blogger. And I'm thinking about this for the way that I would use it. Okay, I would be using WordPress posting into Twitter. I've already got that automation set up on my blogs. I've already got automation set up on my YouTube channel as well, to post from Twitter and from YouTube into Twitter as well. Now, I do like Twitter far more than I like Facebook. I've got a real phobia about Facebook. I won't go in there, but Twitter is something different. I will spend time on Twitter because I find it just suits my personality better. So I'm going to set up for me something that might look very simple to you, but to me it's very useful. Okay, so you can just watch how it's done, just to learn how we can use this tool so that you can go and create your own sort of recipes or applets. Okay, so Twitter to Blogger, I'm just going to click on the wheel, and I'm going to click on Edit Applet, and I'm going to select a trigger. A new tweet with by me, you can choose, or with a hashtag, or somebody tweets something in my area. So maybe I've got something about patio or something like that. A new mention of me, new follower, new link by me. Okay. What we want to do is we want to post the things that's going to be useful for syndication. We obviously don't want to post if we get a new follower and tell everybody on Facebook and everywhere else that, hey, I got a new follower on Twitter. That just doesn't make sense. But what we can do is we can do a new link by me, and that's going to be something that's coming from WordPress or YouTube into my Twitter account. So I'm going to click on that. So a new link by me, I want to create a post or a photo post. If it's coming from WordPress, I'm going to choose a photo post, and that will take the image from WordPress. Okay. Okay. Next up, what I need to do, actually, I need to click on here where it says load IFTTT forms. So now I've created my trigger and my action. I need to create the ingredients that I want to work with. So I'm going to put in the title. I'm going to put in a link URL, and we can put in a caption here. So it's got via Twitter, and the username, we'll keep that in there. And labels, basically we can use like hashtags if we want to into those other social accounts. What we can do is we can simply just take that out, and I can simply put in here. Let's see if we've got anything for, we can use the anchor tag. For example, we can just put in an anchor tag, and that will kind of work like a hashtag. Or we can use a title or a username. Okay, I'm going to choose a username. Okay, and the caption, we can use the username in here, for that will show the caption on the image, or we can put it in the labels. Okay, let's take it off the labels, because the way I use Twitter, all I want is the link, and I want the the text from the title of the blog post. Okay, sorry, I'm thinking as I'm doing this. And I want to have in here the link to the actual post as well, link URL. Okay, that's what was confusing me there. Alright, so this is how I would use it. I would have my picture, image, featured image from the post showing. I would have the post link. I would have the post title, and the via twitter.com/Anthony Hayes, whatever it might be. Okay, so I can create, click save and close. Alright, so again, what I can do is come to Twitter, take the arrow, drag it over to Tumblr, and then click on the wheel. Okay, click on Edit Applet. Again, select a trigger, new link by me, create a text post, load the forms. I'm going to have the title, the tweet embed, okay, from twitter.com username, so that'd be like twitter.com Tony Hayes, whatever. Created that wherever we want to put in here. Now we don't need to do that. What we can do is we can just simply take that out. We can fill it in if we want to. You can see it's an HTML kind of thing happening here. I'll just expand this. So you can put your original site from anthonyhayes.online, for example, from me, and you can put in whatever you want in here. I don't particularly like this, because what it does is it keeps putting the same link again and again from the same site, which I personally don't like that. Okay, so what we can do is we can just put in for posting over to Tumblr. We want a headline. I'm going to put in here, take off this text. I'm going to put in here, let's see, do we not have a title option here? No. Okay, then we have to choose text. We're going to put in the body, the tweet embed from whatever Twitter account we're posting from, and then we're going to put in here link to tweet, and we've already got the tweet embed, and that's all I want to take from here. Okay, for the tags, I can put in the username again, or I can use an anchor tag if I want to. Okay, it's entirely up to you. I think I'm going to just take an anchor tag in here, and I will put something that's generic and publish now, and then I can click on save and close. Okay, right, now I'll do one more. I'll do one from Twitter to Deagle. Okay, click on edit, select a trigger, new tweet by me with a link, new link by me. Select an action, make a public bookmark, load the forms, got the link URL, I've got my tags. I'm going to take off IFTTT. I really hate seeing IFTTT tag keep popping up there. And maybe I want to put something else. Maybe I want to put something like a username for the tags. In description, we've got the tweet embed code, or we can just put in some text, okay, if you want to. Okay, take that out. Just put in some text. As long as we've got a link going back, that's cool. Click on that. Right, now, if at any time you want to go and edit any of these, don't click on your middle icon. Do not click on your destination icon. You click on the arrow. When you click on the arrow, you need to be in the pointer actually, in the pointer up here. Click on the arrow, and then you will see the wheel, and you can go and edit anything in there, anything you want. You can see we've got IFTTT, we've got style. That's just cosmetic stuff for using this particular tool here. So I would just leave it as it is, but if you want to go and change anything in those recipes or ingredients, you click on the arrow and not the icon. Okay, click on the arrow and you can see the wheel moves. Okay, and that's how we can use this. Okay, so I'm going to save this and come back and finish it later. You don't need to watch me do a whole bunch of this one. I'm going to put Tony Twitter min. So I'm going to set this up later for my own Twitter accounts that have got quite a lot of following. I've got one with 14,000 following. I've got a couple of football ones with 3,000-4,000 for one, I think, and another one's got over 2,000. So I will use this for those particular accounts, and I'll set that up, and I'll probably cover this in a webinar at some point. But that's basically essentially how we use this tool. Now the next video I'm going to show you how we use it for multiple rings. Okay, multiple rings is probably why most of you purchased this upgrade. You probably know the value because you've probably seen these people selling it via webinars, this kind of stuff, and probably for a lot of money as well. I would imagine for quite a lot of money. I don't tend to watch those webinars too much. I don't like to get influenced by other people's strategies and ideas too much. It just breaks my own creativity, so I avoid them. But I do hear about it from other people and say, like, that guy is selling for to do these rings with IFTTT SEO stuff for X amount, $100, and I'm thinking, wow, good for him. He's done good marketing. He's making sales. Good for you, mate. But now that we've got this, we're going to save you a lot of money. Okay, that's probably why you purchase this tool. So the next video, make sure you watch it, that you understand it. Watch it 2 times if you really need to, so that you understand fully how to get the very, very best out of this tool. And when we are doing webinars, this is something that I will go into a lot of detail about, because I want to show you some recipes, some strategies that we can create that nobody else is talking about. I want to show you things that we can create that is more about traffic and not just about backlinks. Okay, backlinks are great. They can get you rankings, and it's good for the SEOs. They get excited about that stuff. We do SEO to get traffic, right? So we're going to cover some traffic strategies in those webinars as well, and some of it might surprise you. We've got some great things that we can do now with a tool like this, so make sure you come to the webinars. So next video, we're going to cover doing tiered links, and with those tiered links we can create a whole bunch of different scenarios, and I'm going to show you basics of using it. I'm going to show you the things to watch out for, and how we can make it very, very effective, to be able to use it very, very quickly just by saving some maps that we have created here and that we can pull in later to use again and again. Okay, so it becomes really super fast, and you can just come in and change whatever you need to change for working with particular accounts. Okay, thanks.